This is why the narcissist hides. Everyone. Have you ever found yourself questioning the motives of a narcissist? Have you ever wondered why they always seem to fly under the radar and keep their true selves concealed? In today's video, we'll be discussing the reasons behind a narcissist's need for secrecy and the impact it has on those around them. Narcissists are known for their reclusive nature, with their ability to hide what they know, feel, and express. They use covert operations to remain hidden, from not chatting with you to stalking you online. But why? What is the motivation behind their actions? To answer that, we need to delve deeper into their psychology. Narcissists consider emotional displays to be a sign of weakness, and they're unable to express their feelings to others. They worry that any display of emotion will make them appear weak and lose their sense of control. Hence, they deliberately conceal their emotions and information from others to maintain their power and influence. This inability to express emotions makes it challenging to read and understand the narcissist's intentions. Without access to all the relevant information, it's impossible to make sense of what's happening. Even after the relationship ends, they continue to conceal their emotions and information, making it harder for their partners to move on. But why do they feel the need to maintain this level of control? It's because their entire identity is built around their sense of self-importance, which they believe makes them better than others. To maintain this illusion, they need to control the narrative around them and ensure that they are always seen in the best light. This involves concealing their true selves from others and projecting an image of perfection. But this level of control comes at a cost. It leads to a lack of genuine connection with others and a sense of isolation, which can lead to feelings of loneliness and emptiness. The need to always be in control and maintain the perfect image can be exhausting, leading to anxiety and depression. So, what can we do about this? The first step is to recognize the signs of narcissism and understand their behavior. We can then choose to set boundaries and not allow them to manipulate and control us. We can also encourage them to seek professional help and work on their emotional intelligence. It will be easier to proceed after you have access to all of the relevant data. Now all you can do is use the data at your disposal to make sense of what you see, such as what's happening. So it's not just done during the relationship, but also after it ends. In any light, they are concealing information and feelings from you. A person is far more difficult to read when they're concealing or withholding information or emotions from you. Since narcissists consider emotional displays to be a sign of weakness, they are unable to express their feelings to others. Because they're so concerned with seeming powerful and in control, they worry that displaying any emotion would make them appear weak. When you want to be in charge, you have to control the information the other person has about you. They're being deliberately vague because they want to maintain power and influence over you. If someone stops trying to connect with you, they aren't providing you with anything. This means you'll have to use your own creativity. It's open to interpretation, and there are many possible ones. It's abusive to keep someone in the dark about how you feel or what's going on in your life if they're supposed to help you. That individual is concerned about you. Because of the emotional weight of the information being withheld, the procedure is carried out coldly. They flip out when we claim we treat them the same way they treat us. However, this puts them in a position of authority when they succeed. They have an advantage over you since they withhold vital information or lie about the truth. It's also done when the two parties involved in the relationship have broken up, but one or both of them continue to keep tabs on the other without letting on to the fact that they're doing so. Narcissists carry this out in secret. All of this is being done covertly to prevent you from gaining access to that data and leaving yourself susceptible to misunderstandings. The reason they keep tabs on you is that they want to learn more about you. They use dummy profiles or go underground when you're online to keep tabs on you. Because of this, you lose influence on the narcissist. In doing so, they gain a sense of agency. Furthermore, the narcissist's true motivation for acting in this way is to increase their own sense of power. It gives narcissists a sense of strength and authority, boosting their self-assurance. The knowledge that they have this much power over another individual gives them a sense of power and confidence. For them, maintaining composure is paramount in any given circumstance. They have to choreograph the outcome so that it happens the way that they want it to happen. Due to the lack of mutual benefit, this is extremely harmful. In a friendship or romantic relationship with someone whose only goal is to extract as much information as possible from you while leaving you in the dark, you'll never be able to make the best decisions for yourself since you won't have all the facts. This is the psychological game that narcissists engage in. Constantly seeking power, they never let go. To avoid being manipulated by a narcissist, it's best to distance yourself emotionally. If you're not concerned about what they will say or do, then you need not worry about the consequence. Let's pretend you've lost interest and care less about continuing this game. You gain strength and control over your life by eliminating the source of that negative emotion. The decision-making power is with you. That's the path to power, which every narcissist abhors. To put it simply, they don't want you to lead. They try to avoid facing the truth since it would be too painful and detrimental to accept for themselves, so instead they lie. They distort the truth for the sake of appearing more powerful than they actually are. They're afraid of being abandoned. Thus, they don't want you to find out the truth for fear that you'll leave them, because the reality is so humiliating for them that they feel they must hide it from you. That you would truly leave them is despicable. They avoid discussing this topic because it is the source of so much guilt for them. This is why we always move stealthily, subtly, and behind the scenes. If someone is trying to hide from you, it's probably because they have something to hide, but it is also important to consider other factors and not jump to conclusions. It's important to remember that everyone has their own reasons for their actions, and it may not be related to you specifically. Instead of focusing on trying to understand their behavior or seeking answers, it may be more productive to focus on your own well-being and let go of the need for closure. Information is withheld because those withholding it don't have a firm grasp on the subject themselves. Narcissists do this on purpose because they fear your opinion of them would be negative, so they act in this way. But what this is truly about is restricting your autonomy and making decisions without external pressure. That is what they are hoping to avoid. That's because they're afraid you'll use your freedom of choice to seize power and abuse it against them. This stems from the ego, which is rooted in the anxiety one develops as a result of one's own experiences and the opinions of others. This is why it's important to have compassion for each other while you try to find a solution. That way, you can avoid the trouble of not knowing what's going on. Hiding is a natural behavior for narcissists. They have no intention of altering their ways. Indeed, this describes them perfectly. This will remain true whether they are with you, someone else, or someone else entirely. No matter what, they'll continue to remain concealed. That's what it boils down to, intended to make them happy. This is done so they can feel good about themselves. Hiding your identity doesn't make you superior to others. Not coming out with your true feelings and accepting them shows you to be a coward and lack confidence. Now you won't have to wonder, why did they ghost me? Every time it happens. What is their purpose in following my every move? How come they didn't inform me? Because they weren't sure of themselves, and there's a reason for that. Because they couldn't accept the reality for themselves, they lacked the fortitude to tell you the truth. I hope this video is helpful. I appreciate you taking an interest in this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Everyone, today's video explored the psychology of narcissists and their tendency to hide their true selves. Narcissists conceal their emotions and information from others to maintain power and control over their lives. However, this behavior comes at a cost, leading to a lack of genuine connection with others, feelings of loneliness and emptiness, anxiety and depression. To avoid being manipulated by a narcissist, it's best to recognize the signs of narcissism, set boundaries, and encourage them to seek professional help to work on their emotional intelligence. When someone withholds information, they put themselves in a position of authority, gaining an advantage over you. It's abusive to keep someone in the dark, and in any given circumstance, it's essential to have access to all relevant information to make the best decisions for yourself. A narcissist's entire identity is built around their sense of self-importance, which they believe makes them better than others. To maintain this illusion, they need to control the narrative around them and ensure that they are always seen in the best light. However, this level of control is unsustainable and it can lead to anxiety and depression. Therefore, it's vital to distance yourself emotionally from a narcissist, focus on yourself, and eliminate the source of negative emotions. If you are not concerned about what they will say or do, then you need not worry about the consequences. Let's pretend you have lost interest and care less about continuing this game. By doing so, you gain strength and control over your life. Remember, your emotional well-being and happiness should come first. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you have any opinions or thoughts regarding this matter, please share them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video.